All right, I'm going to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody on YouTube. First and foremost, I tried to do a video through my iPad. I had posted it. Somebody had commented. Thank you, Jesse, for commenting and let me know there was no sound. So I am going to be doing review here, review here, review here. I just finished this one. This one was last week. So what I had said in this book is, honestly, I could not put this book down. Like, the moment I started it, I could not put it down. Very heavily Greek mythology. Somebody that has been pretty much studied Greek mythology pretty much her whole life, or when she was a kid. I absolutely loved it. Augustus and Chiron definitely, they irked me a little bit in this book. Same with Petro and Achilles. Again, these are characters in the books. If you have not read this book, I highly recommend this book. I rate this one, if I could rate it a 6, I would. I had all the things that I've rated it, I had to give it a 5. But I would definitely highly put a 6 on this book. Could I put it down? I've never sped through a book so fast. The last time I sped through a book this fast was when I first started reading Sherilyn Kenyon books. When I first got a hold of her books, I could not put her books down, the Dark Hunter series down. And after I got done with this one, I read The Games Gods Play. I will say, going from this to this, the writing style is totally different. She put a lot of information, like, it was an information dump at the very beginning of the book. It was hard for me to get through. I struggled. There was some suspense. I don't do well with suspenseful scenes in books, but this one had some suspense to it, so it took me a lot longer to get through it. But I did get through it. I give this one a 5. I liked it. But again, for somebody that likes Greek mythology, right up my alley. The only reason I found this book is because I was looking for something with Norse mythology in it. And the axes and the runes that are behind the axes, I'm like, oh, Norse mythology, Odin, Freya, Loki, Thor, you know. And then I open up the inside and I see something about, quote unquote, the Crucible and Hades, and what the frick? That's Greek mythology. That's not Norse. And so, long story short, I ended up messaging my oldest daughter that is also into Norse mythology. She has no interest in the Greek mythology whatsoever. She's straight up, Norse mythology is her thing. So when she found out that it had Greek mythology, she kind of turned away from it. And I told her I'd let her know I liked it, you know, if I liked it or don't. And honestly, it was slow. But it did pick up. I've seen a lot of people, and I kind of have to agree. It's like Percy Jackson meets Hunger Games. I saw a lot of similarities to the Hunger Games because of how the Crucible was ran. But, you know, like I said, Zeus is in this one, and this is the last one that I just got done reading, which is the sequel to this book. And I'm going to reference Zeus from this book and this book at the same time. But this one here, I, again, could not put it down. Freaking, oh my gosh, I am so glad that, oh, what is her name? It was one of the girls. It wasn't Dapper Danielle. It was another millennial. She does the Disneyland parks. She said, if you like Fourth Wing, try this. And I didn't read Fourth Wing. I'll admit I didn't read Fourth Wing. But as soon as I saw Blood of Hercules, I was like, Greek mythology, I'll read it. But this one is a continuation of this one. Like, at the end of this book, Alexis, this is a spoiler, she gets married. Tricked married, but she gets married. And this one, she's kind of like starting to realize these guys aren't so bad. And among other things, and then Medusa is mentioned in this, but Medusa is also mentioned in this, and in Blood of Hercules, Medusa was in the underworld. That was the prison. In Bonds of Hercules, she escaped, or quote unquote escaped. In actuality, somebody broke her out. Again, these are spoilers. You don't want to hear this. Yeah, scroll. But yeah, so Medusa is a big part of this. And then you find out basically more about what happened to Alexis when she was a baby. And this is where I'm going to reference the two. They're Zeus, but in two different books. Zeus here is a gosh darn man-child in this book. I absolutely, disgustingly hate him in this book. Zeus in this book is a power-hungry a-hole. Plain and simple. But in this one, he pretty much ruins 2 lives. And the Zeus in this book ruins 2 lives because of his power hungriness. He felt threatened by two of the characters. Again, I'm saying stuff without mentioning who. If you haven't read this, you need to. If you haven't read this one, you need to read this one first, then go into this one. Because, like I said, this one here, holy, but yeah, I do not like Zeus at all. Like, I've never liked Zeus, but I've never hated Zeus the hatred I have towards Zeus in these books, these 2 books, are like the hatred I had towards Apollo and Artemis in the Sherilyn Kenyon Dark Hunter series. And if you've read the Dark Hunter series, you understand, especially if you've read the book Acheron. Because Acheron's book, you actually see what I'm talking about. I just did the reading list the other day for Sherry because she's added more stuff and there's more books in between. In the reading list, Acheron is basically deemed number 27 in the reading list. But the nice thing about those books, you can read them out of order. But like I tell everybody, is if you want to read a book from the Dark Hunter series and you don't want to start at Julian of Macedonian, do Acheron's book, and then go from Acheron's book to Styx, because those 2 actually play very close together. Do not read Styx before you read Acheron. You have to read Acheron first, and then read Styx. So that's what I'm going to say. I told a TikToker about Acheron the other day, and she's like interested, so I've kind of gotten somebody else over to the Dark Hunter side. To the dark side. My next book I will be reading, the sequel to the games Gods Play. Now, I did find out just last week there's a 3rd book to this series. There will be a 3rd book. I think there is a 3rd book to this series. It's just not out. The 3rd book for this series won't come out till November next year. So, I've got time. So, I'm going to start reading this one today. And then hopefully next week I'll have a review for you guys here. I will see y'all later. Have a great Thanksgiving and enjoy your time with your family. If you don't like your family, like I have the issues with my family, read a book. It's always good. So, other than that, have a great day, and bye, guys.